thank you for watching again. This is just going to be really quick. Try to make it quick. I just want to show you the proper way to cover a blemish and how not to cover a blemish, because there's this way that I think a lot of girls do and boys that I used to do, and it doesn't work. And I just want to show you some things that I've learned that definitely do work. But first you need to know that in order to, when you're covering a blemish, which I have a ton of right now, I've covered some of them earlier today. I'm sick, that's why I sound funny. But you're not going to be able to, when I show you how to cover it, which the idea of covering, the whole point of covering a blemish, the rule, the general rule, my rule, is that you're going to just match that blemish to the skin around it. You want to completely match that to the rest of your skin. So there will still be a bump, as you can see. I haven't covered this one yet. There's always going to be a bump. You can't erase that. They only will erase that in Photoshop for models and things like that. The other big rule is, of course, you're not supposed to pop them ever. But who can really help themselves? There's even a game, an app my nephew showed me on popping blemishes that I think is disgusting and awesome at the same time. I'd have to do. So if you have a major event, though, if it's your wedding day, do not pop that blemish, because that will cause just a bunch. I mean, in general, it will always cause more redness, more inflammation. Not a good idea, but it's hard to help that. But if so, I'm not going to lie and say I'd never do that. It's hard. But if you really need it to be covered up, or just as a general rule, do not mess with it at all. And work on getting your skin clean. Use the products that if you have oily skin, use something with a salicylic acid. Just thought I heard. Hold on. I just told you to hold on. Thought I heard a balloon out there. So anyway, back what I was saying. Okay, so you want to just completely match the blemish to the rest of your skin. The mistake that I think a lot of people make are they basically, when you go to a drugstore and you find something for a blemish, it's just going to be, or a concealer, it's just this one light color. Now, concealer is really for under the eyes. I mean, that's what, when you see concealer most of the time, it's probably meant to be for under the eyes. That's why it's so light. But there's no way that, your skin tone is, your skin changes every day. I mean, if you spend a day out in the sun, if you, summer, winter, you're sick, your skin changes every day. So as far as high-end, Laura Mercier makes a great, it's a quad, camouflage something quad, and it's got 4 colors in it, which is great because you can mix them to match. This is by Coastal Scents, and I've shown this before. I use these for contouring. This is only about $15 on Amazon, and I recommend that everybody gets it because it'll last you forever. And this has some great things for covering blemishes. On this side, the color green, counteracts redness. Now, the thing is, you can go ahead and put green on this neat kind of lime green, neon green. You can put that on a blemish, but this makes it very, very, very light because it's such a light color green in order to counteract it. And then you have to use that. You have to make sure that you add a darker concealer to cover the green also, because the biggest mistake will be, I'll show you, would be to do something like this on a blemish. Would be to cover it like that, which is what I feel like that's what I used to do. And then you try to blend it, but still it ends up looking, like you're drawing attention to it, you're highlighting it. So you don't want to do that. But the green can do that a little bit because it's so light. So if you have a super red blemish, okay, I'll be right there, darling. You can go ahead and put the green on there very, very, very lightly, and then you're just going to want to hold this up to your skin, find what skin tone you are for the day, say on this, and you're going to dot that on there, just like that, and blend around it. Okay, and you're going to be left with that bump, but it's much better than the black. This is one of those just smudged green all over me. This is one of those videos that I just trust me when what I tell you, but I know you can't see it really good with this lighting. Let's see, I've got a gnarly one up there. But of course you can't see it. Oh, here's one. Okay, I'm gonna get you out. I will put them in their high chairs and they're having dinner. Okay, so that's the idea. Hold this up, get this palette by Coastal Scents or any, I haven't found one that's quite as good as this, besides that Laura Mercier one that's really expensive, and that only has 4 colors. This will work for all of your changing, you know, the seasons and every time it changes. And what you're going to do, you're not going to want to go to a drugstore and get something that just has that concealer, that one color, because it'll most likely just highlight it. It'll be too light. You want to match it perfectly to the rest of your skin. Don't pop them, of course. And that's about as good as you can get. I mean, that's what it is. I get them all the time. Well, I get them about once a month, which I'm getting them right now. Another real fun thing, some models, I read this like 10 years ago, will actually, because of that bump, will just go ahead and darken it with brown, like this. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that looks so stupid because it's smudged. But anyway, I read that models will sometimes make it into a mole. So, because it's already a raised, once it's completely camouflaged into your skin, it will still just be a slightly, raised bump. If you had popped it and there's some cracking and things like that, just make sure you add the moisturizer to try to get rid of that cracking, which is another reason why you don't want to pop it. So as long as you've got that, the dryness isn't there, moisturize it a little bit, which seems counterproductive. I mean, you want to dry it out, obviously, but when you're covering it up, moisturize it first to get it as, the least dry as possible, then camouflage it, and then just something fun you could do if, you were going on a date or something. I don't know what you people do these days, you kids. Just kidding. But yeah, you could just, and I've done that before. I've just darkened it, which I wish this was a sharpened pencil and I could show you. But anyway, so I hope that helps. I hope I covered everything. I'm really exhausted. My baby's really sick and I haven't slept. So, anyway, but I felt that was very important that I tell you that about blemishes because this is a perfect time for me because I've got a ton of them. So anyway, I hope that helped. And again, Coastal Scents, awesome. Everything by them, for the most part, is awesome. All right. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you next time.